Hi, we are at the Music Fair in Frankfurt 2012 at the Hard Rock Cafe Hamburg and WEtunes booth. Right next to me is Jeff Waters, the leader of the pack of Annihilator, and producer.
Engineer, mixing, blah, blah, blah. Engineer, mixer, bass player, guitar player, writes the drums, write the lyrics, write the melodies, Yeah, I kind of do everything.
Okay, so as I said, the leader of the pack. Okay, good. So first question, as always at a fair, how was the fair? Had you had fun? What are the plans for tonight?
Well, yeah, I got here early. I was here many days before the fair started to visit some friends and just to relax here in Frankfurt, because we've been coming here for many years and I have a lot of friends in Germany. And then I got here, on the setup days. I was walking around watching everybody set up and the work. And get excited at the beginning, and then the first day comes, and like the first 3 days, of course, are not for fans or public. It's for dealers and distributors and everybody else. But it was a lot of fun and a lot of hype, and you get really excited. And then I think as you get to this day today, there's a lot of excitement building for the Saturday when everybody's going to be here, and all the companies are thinking, oh, it's going to be the busiest day, and we got to get some sleep the night before. And no, nobody sleeps. Nobody sleeps. And then the day hits, and then it's kind of like, whoa, ready for bed now. The first 3 days were like, woohoo, and now it's like, good night. But we're not going to sleep. There's too many parties and too many friends, musicians, guitar players, metal guys to hang out with tonight, and we're going to do it.
Right. You have been playing show for show here at the fair. What about you back in the days? You've been starting playing the guitar about age 8. As far as I know. What was your favorite song or the favorite songs that you've been playing back in the days when you learned how to?
Yeah, well, I started at 8, but it was only like once a week guitar lessons, playing a big folk acoustic guitar that was, twice as big as I was. It was very small, but it was just like learning basic chords. And then I took some classical for 3 years, 2 years, 1 year of jazz. It was boring, couldn't do it. But then when I got electric guitar, that's when I started, playing other people's songs and listening. I think the first thing I heard was 2 songs really hit me on the radio. It was both by Elton John. It was Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting and Crocodile Rock. And remember, I was only a kid. I was like, 12, 13. I can't remember what age, but when I got my first electric guitar and I heard that on the radio, I wanted to know what that loud, aggressive sound was. And it was an electric guitar. So that was the first 2 songs I tried to learn, and it was because if you hear those, the guitars are screaming loud for that era in the 70s. Those 2 songs had loud, aggressive guitars.
Okay, so the 70s and Elton John. Now we got 2012 metal. That's a huge step. How did it come?
For me? Yeah. Well, it just started with that, let's say Elton John and radio stuff, and then it came into Kiss. I heard Kiss, Aerosmith, an album called Rocks. Then it kind of moved over to, eventually it found its way into like Scorpions, AC/DC, Van Halen. That was a big one. Van Halen was one of the big ones for me. And then it got a little heavier with bands like Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, and then Ozzy Osbourne. And then that progressed over to, I heard stuff like Venom. The first albums from Exodus, Slayer, Metallica, Anthrax, and then, that was it. I mean, that's about as far as I went. I never really got any heavier than that in my influences, but once I got to the Metallica, Slayer, Exodus, Anthrax stuff, that was it. I kind of stopped there and stayed there, but I brought in all the heavy metal and rock influences a little bit into my music. There we go.
That sounds good to me. Well, you have produced 13 studio albums with your band Annihilator. What are we expecting for the future?
Just survival. I mean, we're lucky to have been around for this long and still get signed. And I'm enjoying doing work for other companies and having my own guitar and amp stuff going on and all that. But we're still going. I mean, sometimes I can't believe it. Every couple of years I sit back and go, what? Another album? Wow. When I started, I thought maybe, my dream, my only goal was to get a record deal, whatever that was, and have a record out. So once we finished our first album and it went well, I was kind of in shock that we had to do another one. No. So doing the 14th one's finished now, and it's still pretty mind-blowing to waiting for it to come out. We just have to get some record company bullshit sorted out first, the usual. And then once we sort that out, we'll put that out.
Yeah, because that would have been my next question. When is the new album out? So we are just staying tuned and...
For bullshit to get sorted out.
Okay, so we are also waiting for bullshit getting sorted out and be happy then having it sorted. Another thing, we have a huge booth here. What are you doing later? Do you want to help us cleaning? Do you want to help us putting away the things?
Maybe if my guitar tech was here, I'd make him do that, but I'm not going to do it.
All right.
If you pay me money, if you pay me, I'll do it.
Well, I will talk to my colleagues, but maybe we can sort something out.
Make it worth your while and film me cleaning, and pay me. Then maybe I'll do it.
That could be good. Yeah, I will think about that and come to you later. So, I thank you. It was a pleasure interviewing you. That was the left, but it's good.
Yeah,
So,
I'm right-handed too.
okay. Anyway, I wish you all the best for the future. I will certainly buy the new CD as I really like it. Well, the last one.
I'll get you a free copy.
Oh my God! Thank you so much.
Or
Don't.
just illegally download it.
I won't. So thank you again, and you stay tuned.